Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix this bad boy together. The content that we're going to talk about right now is, well, it happened. The most insane, extreme gun control you could imagine Colorado offering up has now become law. Jared Polis, the governor, signed it last night, therefore effectively limiting Coloradans' gun rights to the whims of the gun control lobby hardcore. Now, I'm going to show you everything about this bill, but I'm also going to show you how lawsuit printer go burr. Because we've been down this road for the last 4 years. We know exactly how to operate. We know who to sue, how to sue, what districts to sue in, and how to word the lawsuits. We've got 4 years of your anti-gun Biden bullcrap that we're going to execute and dust off that strategy right now. I'm going to walk you through the entire thing. Plus, now we have the wild specter of the DOJ with Pam Bondi, who just did a little thing. I'm going to show you everything in the link, in the description box below. Everything is linked. I always bring the receipts. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on. We are spreading freedom to and fro across this incredible nation, and we'd love for you to be along for the ride. All right. So, guys, I'm going to talk to you about my sponsor real quick. These are the companies that make the Freedom Quest possible in this channel. This one is Renewal Rain. This is a mineral water. It's carbonated, it's lemon lime, it's delicious. And it's an alternative to the more macabre branding that you see out there. This one's uplifting for the mind, body, and soul. Guys, I'm telling you, my wife loves this stuff. My kids love these things. And if you're looking for a beverage that has no sugar, is good for you, tastes great, and has a positive message in the branding, check it out. There's a link in the description box below. Use the code Langley Outdoors. You get free shipping on your entire order. Right down there, Langley Outdoors. Click on it, and you will not be disappointed because this is legit pretty good. All right. As we get into this, let me dive into this. All right. So everything that you can find right here at Braden LOA on my Twitter profile on X, or X profile. Most recently, we're talking about how liberals are choosing to stand with China. That's a thing. All right, let's get into this. The content of whence you came for. All right. So as we get into this, there's going to be a lot of vomit bags necessary because we got to talk about some gun controllers, and I can show you what they're doing to you in Colorado, and soon to any state that will follow their lead. This is from a good buddy of mine, Mr. Guns and Gear. Governor Jared Polis signs Colorado's not an assault weapons ban that restricts the sale of virtually all common semi-automatic firearms with detachable magazines and adds requirements for training and fees to own many of them. It's actually more in-depth than that, but it's a very good summation. I'm going to walk you through it right now. It's completely unconstitutional. Facts. He knows it. Facts. But he doesn't give a shit and will use Colorado taxpayer funds to fight all the legal battles that will be filed starting tomorrow. He's a statist with big political aspirations, a very dangerous person to have in our republic. So let me walk you through some of the players here while they're doing this bill signing ceremony, which are really just dumb. All right, so you see this guy on the left right here in the leather jacket and the tie, looking like a real man mole? That's a Squeaky Man Mole. That's a guy named Sullivan. He's the guy that pushed this entire thing through the Senate at the behest of Everytown for Gun Safety. They gave him $1 million for his campaign, and look what he did. He pushed this gun control bill all the way to Governor Jared Polis' desk, and the gun control lobby then pushed Jared Polis to sign it. Now, lawsuit printer go burr. It's a race to who can do the best one because little inside baseball, every time a gun rights group has an opportunity to sue these leftists, the first one that does it and the first one that wins gets all the memberships. You guys are really good about throwing your money behind winners. You guys watch the horse races and then you decide. I'm telling you, it's going to be a race. This is like Measure 114. This is like pistol braces. We've done this before. Dusting off the freaking book. All right. Let me get into this a little bit. I don't even want to show you. Just know that Squeaky Man Mole on the left, and there's the governor in the middle. All right. Now, this is an interesting one. Then I'll show you the actual bill itself. This is from Representative Lauren Boebert. Now, she's bringing in Pam Bondi in the DOJ. This is interesting, and I want to see something come of this. The DOJ's Second Amendment Task Force should begin their first wave of litigation against Governor Polis and the state of Colorado for signing into law the unconstitutional SB 2503. Oh, I'm down with this. Bring the full weight of the DOJ against this law because it's incredibly unconstitutional. And as a moment of personal pressure, Madam Attorney General, Miss Bondi, you have now put a Second Amendment task force in place. You have now said that all states that are outside of the confines of the Second Amendment will be sued and subject to scrutiny. This is a pretty high-profile opportunity for you to stand behind that mission. It just got signed into law. It is trending on X. You could have a lawsuit dropped in 3 minutes. We know because Merrick Garland or the Biden administration did it to us every 4 seconds. You can easily do this. But anyway, let's continue with Lauren Boebert. And guys, you need to tag AG Pam Bondi on this and FBI Kash Patel because this is how they hear these things. SB 2503 converts our constitutional rights into a privilege. Absolutely correct. One that becomes only accessible to those who can afford it. Also correct. That's a hallmark of liberal gun control. For many Coloradans, especially low-income citizens who have been terrorized by Tren de Agua, this bill creates a barrier that puts firearm ownership out of reach and renders them defenseless. I am urging the Department of Justice to immediately consider targeting SB 2503. Yes, absolutely. Tag me at Braden LOA. Tag Representative Lauren Boebert. Tag AG Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Dan Driscoll, whoever you want. Guys, this is a tremendous opportunity to flex the new task force that you have in place. But now, let's get over to CBS and show you a few of these things and all the goodies they squeaked in at the behest of the gun control lobby, Everytown for Gun Safety. As you can see here, CBS says Colorado has now one of the most restrictive gun laws in the country. Let's walk into this a little bit because the flat out is it's unconstitutional as the day is long. Okay. Colorado now has one of the most restrictive gun laws in the country. You can see the article was from last night when he signed it. A few highlighted points you need to know. Under the new law, it is illegal to buy, sell, and make most semi-automatic firearms without background checks and training. Now, the training is where they're going to get tripped up on because now it's required mandated prerequisite to have your rights. There's also fining and fees and all this stuff that's also a prerequisite to your rights. That's what Boebert was talking about with fines and fees to get your rights. They say the new law is unconstitutional. Oh, it is. Bill's sponsor, State Rep. Tom Sullivan, says it's life-saving. We have been able to add the safety of each and every Coloradan, he said. Bull crap. You added to your coffers because the gun control lobby, Everytown for Gun Safety, paid you $1 million. Anyway, let's continue. Same guy. He helped pass nearly 24 gun laws since becoming a state lawmaker in 2019. The new law is the most far-reaching, although it doesn't go as far as Sullivan would like. That's why I call this man the squeaky man mole. The original version banned so-called assault weapons. Polis negotiated several amendments, including an exemption for those who agree to extensive vetting processes. It's so stupid. Quote, we can make sure the people who choose to buy guns, first of all, are able to choose the gun they want. No, they aren't. You just banned a bunch of them. But they also are properly trained, Polis said at the bill signing ceremony. Really? How about every time that you guys want to do one of your little anti-Trump protests, we have a mandated training requirement for your freedom of speech certificate? How about that? No, that would be unconstitutional and unconscionable. Yeah, of course it would. But the new law limits who qualifies for training. Individuals would need to pass a background check and receive an eligibility card from their county sheriff, who could deny it if he or she believed the person was a danger. That's not subjective at all. Put that on the short list of suit points. Those eligible for training, so after the background check and after the permission slip from the sheriff, then after that subjective jump through the hoop, then you're now qualified for training, which would then require a 12-hour safety course. And then after you go to Yogi Bear's friend, the park ranger, they give you a permit, and then you can go buy your gun after a hunter's training course. God. Their names would then go into a state database, allowing them to purchase a gun after passing another background check by a firearms dealer. So 2 background checks for the same thing. He says the expense associated with obtaining a permit, training, and background checks infringes on people's constitutional rights to keep and bear arms. It does, absolutely. Logginson says the Colorado State Shooting Association plans to sue. Yep, like I said earlier in this video, it's a race to who can get the scalp first. And that is just a hard, cold fact. I promise you, whoever does gets more donations and gets more memberships. Guarantee it. It's happened for the last 4 years. Do the letters FPC mean anything to you? Anyway, Polis might think he's scoring points with the anti-gun crowd, but as far as we're concerned, he just landed us a rallying cry. This fight is far from over and we're playing for keeps, Logginson said. The restrictions apply to new purchases only starting August of next year. Hashtag gun buying is about to pop off in Colorado. So, you got until August of next year. Yeah, wonder how many guns are going to be sold in there. Anyway, let's get back to the main point. And I think it's really summarized nicely with this. Representative Lauren Boebert's portion here of urging Pam Bondi to do something, that's the move. Tag her. Tag Pam Bondi. Tag Rep Boebert. Tag me. Send this video out everywhere, because this is the kind of stuff that has to be called onto the carpet. You've now got this Second Amendment task force with the stated mission and goal of preventing gun control and protecting Second Amendment rights. Hey, here's an idea. Use it. They use it against us all the time. Time to dust off the strategy and let's go to town. Everything will be linked in the description box below. Can't wait to hear what you guys think. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on, and I will see you guys on the next opportunity for freedom. Later.